Hi guys, Barker here, mum of three, general crafter, normally focusing on crochet, and today we are focusing on crochet again. We are back for our first video of 2025 and we're going to jump in straight away with AI to reality. Now today we are going to be making this. Over all of my social medias, this was the one that won out. So I'm going to try and make this beautiful rainbow lion today, or at least I will make it, and we're going to see just how close to this AI representation reality can get. Remember, stay tuned to the end of the video and you can vote on the next AI to reality. And if you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to forward them to me. Use any of my social media platforms. Here they all are. And you can also find me on Cara, which is the new art beta site. And I'm also on Substack. Now I want to use this as a platform to inform people when patterns are ready. I've started out with my toy eyes, as these are the only toy eyes I have that are similar to the lion. I've got no choice but to use these, so I thought it best to do an eyelid in both my standard hook sizes that I do for these and see which one worked best. So this was 2 strands of double knit, which would be about arm weight together, and I used a size 5 hook. You can see that is quite large. The lid is a lid I've used before on one of my crochet dolls. So this is just a single strand of double knit and a size 4 hook. You can see that one works a lot better, so I am going to be using just double knit throughout this and a size well, actually I'm not going to use a size 4 hook. I'm going to use a 3.75 just to make it a little bit tighter so everything holds together. I've started with the nose piece because measuring it off the picture to the eyes, it's roughly 2 eyes across and 1.5 eyes down. So did a basic triangle for that, and then I've basically using the eyes and the nose to get everything else into scale. This is where I've got the head to. It's all been worked on the round, and we are at row, 1 second. We're at row 28 here, but I don't want to close the head up because I need it open to position the eyes and the nose muzzle bit here. So that's what I'm going to work on now, is getting the proportions of the muzzle itself, figuring out where it needs to be and how far out it needs to be. Right. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned, for the main body of the lion, I am using a Stylecraft Special Double Knit in the shade Clementine. Everything else I'm using colour-wise is just bits and bobs from like the box. You know, that endless box of little bits that you have all over the place. happy with the shape of this. Just figuring out now how big I want everything else. What I think I'm going to do is actually add the white here for this nose section. I think I'm going to build that back first, because looking at my diagram, it's about the length of the nose from side to side is about it from top to bottom, and that can give me a guide to go on for the yellow. Just have to be careful here because I've worked this as one piece, but then if I include that bit there, that's going to help me with the eye placement as well. Right, yeah, so from the nose I'm going to work on that. I know that looks like it curves in, but I don't think it does. I think it's just the way the nose is meant to be, so it's meant to bend slightly at the top there. So then I'm just going to keep the rows consistent. I think I'm going to need nine rows. We'll go for 9 rows. 1 to 9. So 8 DCs, chain 1 and turn. Okay. Let's see you on the other side. Okay, so this yellow part of the muzzle, which is this bit here, we are that white part there where we did the back row, that's on the edge of the muzzle. Curl down to the end of the nose there, the cheeks out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this yellow, and now I'm going to work on the white chin area here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at its smallest piece, and I'm going to build it up to then finish off this muzzle. I think before I do that, I want to actually construct the face so I can see where everything is. Right, so the ears. So I've already done one here. I've worked on the rounds, and I've flattened the ear, curved over the edges, and slip stitched them into place. The front legs are just a basic tube, started with a chain and joined with a slip knot, and then worked on the round. These will be attached to the body of the lion underneath the mane, flat. Then they'll be stuffed. Then the feet will be put onto the bottom. Back legs have been made almost exactly the same as the ears. So they've been done on the round, increasing out, then decreasing. These will be lightly stuffed and then attached to the side of the lion's body. It'll have its feet on the open end. And as for the feet, go. So obviously it needs a bit of stuffing in. I'm going to stick to the colours on the AI image for the feet. So this is the one green, then there'll be 2 yellow and 1 orange. So this has just been on the round as well. It's just only had a couple of rows of no increases or decreases in the middle to make sure it has more of a oval shape instead of a circle shape. Right, onto the body. Okay, I've got like all of the pieces together now, apart from the body. And I know, yeah, you should do the head, then you should move on the body. But so much of the body was covered in the original image that, I don't know, I just felt more comfortable making everything that was going to go around it first. So I've started on his butt. So like these legs will be there. Because I think width-wise, the body shouldn't come out further than the head. So maybe it should like only be about so wide. So I've gone out on increases to row 8, and I'm now going to start incorporating the white on the tummy area. I'm just going to do a few rows with no increases to see how it's looking, and then I probably will have to do some more decreases, and then I'll start decreasing down slightly as I travel up the body. Okay. Alright, so I've finished the body piece, and I have to admit, I found this really annoying to make, and I don't really know why. So, got the white panel for the tummy. It's all inbuilt, so like all of these stitches coming in and out are colour change stitches, so they start in orange and finish in white, or start in white and finish in orange. So this is the base here, and it will travel up and head there. And just looking at sizes and everything, I am going to put some dowels into these front legs just so that the lion will be able to sit. I've got a load of the little main pieces here. I'll attach them and see how many orange ones I want to do, because this is what's left of the tangerine. I had one ball, 100 grams of it in double knit. So that was the only fresh ball of yarn that I actually bought for this project. Everything else has just come from my stash. All of these tube parts for the mane are actually been really easy to do. They have just been a magic circle with 6 DCs into the circle, 6 increases, and then a further 9 rows of DCs all the way around. And I even found that when I was working them, because naturally when you work with something tiny, I don't know about you guys, but mine ends up on my finger, that it stops here on the join of my tall finger. So I didn't even have to count them. So I'm sat here in my PJs, watching Call the Midwife, thinking I'm finishing off this lion, and he hasn't got a bloody tail. So I think I'm just going to run a tube of 4 double crochet in a magic circle all the way up. From the picture, I think it has a fuzzy red end, so I'll just thread out some red yarn and attach it. The plan always was with the tail to put some wire in it, so I'll keep that plan going. And Yeah, give him his smile when he's done, but he's getting there. Okay, Twin Two, show all of YouTube the lion.
This is the lion.
Okay, show it. You have to show it from all the angles. There we go. And he does stand by himself, even though his jaw looks severely big. Yeah, I think when I write the pattern, I may take a few rounds off here. But it is pretty close to the picture, I think. What do you guys think?
I think it's brilliant.
Great. Okay, everyone, what follows is going to be the 4 images of what we are voting for the next AI to reality. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.